listener. Welcome to the All Over the Place podcast. The only place where, you're not really in one place because you're everywhere.
That was an enigma.
You're an enigma.
Oh, wow. My feelings are hurt. Anyways, don't get too caught up in this intro. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy the rest of the episode. See you soon.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
What's going on?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you?
That's not what I asked. I said, what's going on? And you said, yeah. You're terrible at conversation.
Yeah, I know. That's why we have this.
Hello, everyone.
Hi. It's been a while.
It's been a little bit. We took a little break.
We took a little break.
But we're in person now.
We're in person. Yeah,
this is the first time that we've recorded in person.
This is how my
on
mic
this podcast
actually sounds.
That's how your mic always sounds.
Oh yeah, that's true.
It's
Discord doesn't do it injustice?
No.
Okay.
I don't find that Discord normally does. We are in the same room. This is weird.
It is weird.
We haven't recorded a podcast. Our last podcast, we did a couple episodes in person, but it's been
different.
It's been a hot minute since we've decided to do this.
Yeah, and this is because we've been this is a special episode where most of our topics are going to be picked by you, the audience, which I put out a post, and
that's good.
Yeah, we have 22 replies. I haven't looked at a single one of them, so they could all be from the same person. And
I guess he's going to read every single one too.
Oh, I'm going to read them
There's no
aloud.
filter on this, as long as it's not a racial slur.
Unless if it's like racist or some shit, then I'm not saying.
Yeah.
If there's the N word in there, we're just going to pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah. You gonna proceed?
Oh,
you better throw me that phone over. I got to read a couple of these.
Oh yeah, I will.
Good boy. Do as you're told.
First one. Favorite laundry detergent flavor?
Oh. There's just one that I tried. I think it was called like Summer Breeze.
Summer Breeze?
Yeah, it was certainly flavorful, I'll tell you. I mean, I ended up in the hospital directly after.
Right.
Like, they had to pump it out of my stomach, and I was vomiting everywhere. But
I gotta say,
it's okay.
Nothing beats Febreze Unstoppables or like Pop Rocks.
They're like little mint chocolate chips. You just melt them.
You just pop them in.
I mean, we can't forget about Tide Pods. Like,
no.
Those are the ones that you're supposed to consume. I mean, if you're trying to do regular laundry detergent, you're just too poor to afford Tide Pods.
Oh,
that's
way
what it
too
is.
poor. Yeah.
Like, you can't afford Tide Pods. Don't do laundry. We're not sponsored by Tide Pods, but
but if
we as children, the world should know we all loved eating those things, and we never stopped. Just because it's not on the internet doesn't mean we're not still in the.
Why do you think we are the way we are?
Why
do you think we are the way we are?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Why do you think we started this podcast?
Because we ate too much Tide Pods.
Yeah,
that's the reason.
Well, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse.
Yeah.
I mean,
sometimes
we got deathly sick from eating the Tide Pods, but we get to do this wonderful podcast.
I mean, when I cough, it feels like there's a fire in my stomach.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'll read the next one and then I'll throw you my
Okay, phone. Yeah. Do
it. Something that you did because it was a trend that you regret.
Eating Tide Pods. I mean,
let's be serious here. I'm trying to think of something that like a trend I jumped. Fidget spinners.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean,
it was just.
I mean, I didn't have that much money, so I couldn't buy
I
the
didn't have
ones with the ball bearings on them. I got the ones that were at the dollar store, but I probably bought 7 or 6 fucking fidget spinners in my lifetime.
Oh yeah,
more than I should ever have.
Yeah. I know I didn't get any until like the fads started dying.
Speaking of fads, remember when we started a fad, Alex?
What was our fad?
Cookie Clicker.
Oh yeah, that's
you
right.
That?
Yeah.
We started a
fad.
Yeah, no. One day we just started playing Cookie Clicker in the computer room at our school at lunchtime, and just everybody at some point was playing it. People wouldn't even know. They were just like, "Yo, you guys playing Cookie Clicker? Where you at?"
Yeah.
It was.
No, is there one that you regret? Like, I know I brought up fidget spinners, but is there anything else?
I don't know if I would really regret. I'm not a big trend follower. Typically, I'm gonna go in and based on what I believe and whatnot. So it's not. I don't find I was really a trend follower. If I thought it was stupid, I thought it was stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Right? The only thing I definitely would regret is all the fidget spinners because it's just so stupid. Thank God I never got into anything like any more fidget toys. Especially in middle school. At that time, it was like notorious. Like you were in trouble if you had fidget toys.
Oh, yeah.
And now it's like all you see, especially with kids who are like special needs and things like that, because it just helps them focus and other things like that and keep them calm and whatever it might do to them. I mean, I'm not speaking I'm not one person who has special needs, but like I know multiple people who do, and the same thing. They all say the thing. It's just something nice to have.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, like I mean, I think the thing with fidget spinners was like a fidget cube. You can use it in your hands and still pay attention. While a fidget spinner, you're very much paying attention on the thing spinning.
Oh, and it was certainly, and some of them were loud, and
some
of them had lights on them. Oh, yeah. It made sense that they got banned, but
oh yeah. I remember when South Park did the fidget spinner episode. It was about it was while Donald Trump was sending tweets to North Korea, like threatening to bomb North Korea, and one of the characters, Tweak, was freaking out, and his dad's like, "Just take the fidget spinner, Tweak. Just take the fidget spinner. Let it all out." That was the entire episode.
All your rage.
He's like, calm down. And then like he goes on a mental breakdown, and there's like, where's that fidget spinner? It's so good. South Park is so good.
All right, on to our next question, which... Who's the highest paid astronaut? What do you guys think we are?
We don't know that.
What
hey, Google.
He's going to ask us Google.
Who's the highest paid astronaut?
I found 3 on the website calendar-canada.ca. Neil Armstrong, mission commander.
Neil Armstrong. You see, we knew that off the top of our head. You heard absolutely nothing.
Oh, yeah,
we did not ask Google at all.
No.
Neil Armstrong, you heard it here on All Over the Place podcast. Any other source is not reputable at all. You can trust us. We know everything. Next question. Why, though? Why, Alex? Why, though?
Well, like, I mean, I thought it would be nice, we took a bit of a break. It's just nice to have a little bit of engagement with the 7 people that listen to us.
That is true.
We got to keep a happy audience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's our next question?
On to our next one. Most used emojis.
I can tell you mine. Hold on, I need to check.
I will also
phone.
look at mine.
Yeah. I'm just going to check
Let's
for my most
just look at our
recent...
top 3.
Oh, yeah. Top 3. I don't have most used. I can see my recently used.
Just what's your recently used emojis?
You go first.
Oh, give me a second here. No. I mean, I was going to let you go.
Embarrassment is on the table here. So I have heart, and then the face with hearts on it, and then like the hot emoji.
Yeah,
like
so mine's the same. I've got the heart emoji. I've got like the guy who's like got his hand in his mouth and he's thinking and looking away. Right. And then I got the crying emoji.
Oh, that's two very different vibes. But our top is still the heart emoji. So we've been texting each other. What can I say?
We were just so happy to finally be able to be in person for this podcast.
Oh yeah, so many hearts.
Yeah.
And hotness.
Oh, okay. We need to keep this PG-13.
Sure. That ship hasn't sailed yet.
No. We are a family-friendly podcast.
Yeah, remember when we tried to be that last time?
Yeah.
It didn't end up well.
What are you talking about? It ended up so well.
Oh, God. Whatever. What's our next question? Favorite side of a die? If you're going to roll a die, what is the side you would prefer it to land on? Is this diest?
3.
3?
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie here. I was genuinely thinking 3 too.
You want to know why?
Why? It's a magic number.
Fuck! I was going to say the song.
Yeah, I know.
Damn it, man. You didn't even...
It's the magic number.
Okay, that's enough of you.
Okay.
You cut me off. I'm not letting you speak any longer.
Okay, fine. Okay, this is a would you rather.
Oh, okay.
Would you rather drink a quarter cup of paint or eat 4 pieces of gravel? I think the thing about paint. Gravel doesn't say how big the pieces of gravel are.
No, you can't. You'd probably cut your insides, man. Just go with the paint.
I've licked paint before. I've told you that story, right?
Yeah.
Should I tell the audience that story?
Oh, I would love if you told them.
Oh, okay. So...
Not to remind me, because I definitely know what you're talking about. So why don't you just explain for all the people who don't know?
I went to a private school and preschool and kindergarten. So what? And the kindergarten class was a split class, so it was preschool and. Is this recording?
This is
Okay.
recording.
You
we are
gave a-
live,
You
man.
looked at the laptop. I was like confused.
I was just looking at the time that we had.
Oh,
Man.
okay. Yeah, but no. So it was half kindergarten, half grade 1, and we were doing art, and we're in uniforms. It's also a Catholic school, so keep that part in mind too. Which means that all the kids want to rebel. That's how that works. You throw kids into a school and say you need to do what your parents want you to do, they're gonna rebel. Anyways, so this one grade 1 person painted his tongue, and he was like, "Hey, everyone, look at me! I painted my tongue."
What color?
And then I know mine was blue, but we're jumping ahead. I forget what color his was. I think it was green. And then one of my friends who was in kindergarten at the time, we were both in kindergarten, me and him. He's like, "Yeah, I can paint my tongue too," and I was like, "So can I." And then.
Wow.
Yeah, we never got in trouble for that, by the way. But then I switched schools the next year, and I think it was when I was in grade 2. No, it was in grade 3 because it was the year we had all boys in our class. Grade 3 was
That's
8
sexist.
boys. No, we just had.
Where's
8
the
boys.
diversity,
The
Alex?
girls all went into French immersion.
I mean,
yeah, I mean,
girls go to college to get more knowledge.
boys go to Jupiter because it smells.
They'll blend in.
Anyways.
Boys are the only smelly ones in the world.
Anyways, so then I told all my friends that story, and they didn't believe me, so I was like, "Oh, I'm going to do it again." And then to prove to them that I did it. And then the teachers saw me, they were like very concerned. They were like, "Does he need to go to a hospital? Did he just take
You
poison?"
could eat some paint.
It's
Get
just
some
a little bit of pain. I just
skin on his
painted my
bones.
tongue.
How are you going to build up an immunity to diseases if you can't even handle some pain on your tongue?
I know, right? So yeah, that's a funny story though. I always find I did it.
Yeah, speaking of being young and doing really dumb things, I remember one time I was in the first grade and we had scissors because we were doing arts and crafts, and I decided that it'd be a good idea to, go under the table with my scissors and cut my hair with my other buddies.
Oh shit!
Yeah, we gave ourselves nice haircuts. It was great. My mom was so
Do you have a
happy with
picture
me.
of that somewhere
I
that I can see
wish.
someday?
I wish. I'll have to ask my mom. Maybe she
If
has
she
a picture
has, I gotta
somewhere.
see that.
That would be great.
That would be a great Facebook profile picture
Oh yeah, well, for you or me?
for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm not on Facebook. I'm not even a real person. I'm generated by AI.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright.
All right, so ask me that phone there, Alex. Let me
I-
answer some of
You
these
did
questions here.
3, I did 4. Let
You
me-
haven't even counted.
Shh. Oh, it's another. Binder clips or paper clips?
Binder clips or paper
I
clips?
think
What the fuck is a binder clip?
I believe binder clips are like the kind of clothesline-ish ones. You know what I mean? They're kind of shaped like a triangle at the end. You know what I'm talking about, right?
You mean like the ones that
you
you
pinch?
pinch and
Yeah,
they open?
yeah.
Okay.
I believe
Nah,
so.
paper clips all the way.
I could be wrong, but that's what we're gonna go with.
Yeah.
What is it? Paper clips?
I said paper clips all the
Yeah.
way. That's
Paper
what I
clips
stand
are-
by. If
Yeah,
anyone
you
wants to
can-
come at me, I will not be giving you my address.
Well, you can make art with paper clips.
Yeah, you can make art with just about anything if you really try hard enough.
Make a necklace with paper clips. I know I did that with Staples once.
All right. Weirdest occurrence at your first job.
What?
Weirdest occurrence at your first job. My first job is the same job I've had,
I'll let you.
but Alex, no. You go. You
no,
go
I
ahead.
need to think about this.
You need to think about it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. No.
Weird
I
things
think-
happen all the time.
Yeah, and was it Tim Hortons?
Yeah, man. Shit,
But
happens.
I'm
Shit goes
trying-
down there.
I'm trying to think what the weirdest occurrence genuinely was.
Well, I've got one, so I'll go.
yeah, you go ahead. I'll
Basically, I
think.
was at work one day, right? And I work in retail, as Alex is now. We actually work in the same place.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
best
yeah.
Friends till the end.
But anyways, I was in one day, and there was a family. Well, it was like 3. It was a mother, father, and a daughter, I believe. And they were trying to get outside, like leave the store, right? But the door wasn't opening because it was the wrong door. And it was within, I think, my first week or 2. And I wanted to go up and tell them which way to go, but they just started fucking yelling. They're just like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna move my mic away.
I may have silenced myself by accident, by the way. My finger nudged the sensitivity marker.
Oh, I see.
They
You
could've
really
been-
suck to find out.
It's okay.
We're too far into this now.
It's okay.
Anyways, back to my story. So they just fucking start screaming, "That's not the way to get out. This is the way to get out." And then the kid starts crying. Eventually, someone goes up to them. Definitely wasn't going to be me, but I got to say that was my weirdest occurrence. Like at my first job, there's been weirder, but that's one of the most memorable things. And it's not, the job's okay. It's not a weird job or nothing. So I don't know. There's not a whole lot of weird stories I really can say about it.
Really, that's the weirdest occurrence? Not the piss in the bucket?
Oh, well, it was weird. I like to think that it more is gross. But, and I'm not sure if I've already told this story on the podcast, but
I think
multiple
we have.
times I've went to work. First time I went into an aisle, someone left a travel mug filled with piss.
Yep.
That was fun. Guess who had to get rid of it? Me.
Yeah,
Then the next time, someone took we have these buckets that when you take an item off the shelf, you just put it in the bucket and we'll put it away. I mean, I'm kind of happy he pissed in the bucket so we don't have to keep, taking stuff out of the bucket, but that's fine. But no, he was trying to get into the bathroom, from my understanding, and he couldn't. So we took the bucket from the shelf, put it on the ground, and started pissing in it. That was really fun to clean up.
We were like out back in the warehouse, and then we just hear someone go on the walkie calling our manager, like, "Have you been in aisle?"
I don't remember what the aisle was.
It's 13 or something. Like
13,
that. I don't know.
yeah.
And then they're like, "No," and then they're like, "You probably should." And then we were very confused and concerned, so we come out from out back, and then they're just like, "Yeah, someone pissed in a bucket."
Oh.
And our manager, after looking at the cameras, he went downstairs, and there was this dude at one of the desks, and he comes around and looks. He looks at the customer and just says, "Did you piss in the bucket?" To this random customer. It was funny. I gotta say, probably though, my weirdest occurrence was something that would happen regularly when people would come, because my Tim Hortons was like in the same building as a Wendy's, like it was one of those duplex restaurants, right? And so we had two separate drive-thrus, which both went in the same direction, obviously. So many times people would come through the drive-thru and start ordering for Wendy's, and every single time afterwards we would be like, "Did you even look at the fucking sign?" Right? This one time, this couple comes in, and they come up to the counter. Mind you, there's a huge ass Tim Hortons sign in front of the counter, multiple Tim Hortons brandings. The Wendy's side has a huge Wendy's sign, multiple Wendy's brandings. They come up, I say, "Can I take your order, please?" They wanted a Whopper. They were really old, and I don't believe. I feel bad for them. I know. I tricked you with that story.
Yeah.
They want a Whopper.
So, I guess the question that I think everyone wants you to answer: did you give them a Whopper?
No.
You're saying you didn't drive to Burger King and go get them a Whopper and hand deliver it? What do they pay you for?
No, I said this is a Tim Hortons, sir, and then he went, "Oh."
Oh.
He looked down and was like, "Oh."
You ruined the man's day. Oh my god.
It was the
His
funniest
heart and
shit.
soul.
It was like that one time I was at McDonald's. I say this story way too often, and then I saw this old lady walk up to the counter, and then she puts down a coupon, and she's like, "I have a coupon for a Whopper," and then they're like, "Ma'am, this is a McDonald's. We don't make those here." Old people and their Whoppers, they just go anywhere for them, I guess.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for someone to come into work and ask me for a Whopper now.
Oh, shit.
I feel like I'm missing out on the
have
old
you
people
seen-
asking for Whoppers experience.
You have any spare patties out back?
Yeah, that's where we keep them. Frozen.
Okay.
Wait, shit, sorry. We never freeze our beef.
Oh, no.
No, never.
No.
Because there's such a difference in flavor.
It's beef?
That's right, I'm calling you out, Wendy's.
It's beef?
Unfrozen patties don't taste that good.
No.
I like my Whopper. I like my flame-grilled cardboard fucking patty.
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper, so
Two
all the
Whoppers for
value in the world, I guess.
Two Whoppers for the price of a Dave single?
Mm.
I mean, come on. Okay.
All right, let's ask our. I'm gonna ask you, because I have the phone.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we're super organized. Okay. You have to dye your hair all one color. Cannot be a naturally occurring color for 1 year. What color do you choose?
Shit, white is a naturally occurring color.
Silver? I mean, you
Silver,
had
probably.
like white hair when you were
Yeah.
younger.
I'd probably go no, not silver, because if I said white, it would be like a snowy white. But shit, does the entire hair have to be it, or can
Yes,
I get
the entire head of hair. Your entire head of hair is now going to be dyed for a year.
I'll just go with fucking like, not that turquoise blue shit, but like like a light blue,
A light blue.
kind of like Ethan from Crank Gameplays.
Oh, okay.
In the early days of YouTube, there in the 2010s, when like Markiplier and Jacksepticeye all had their hair dyed. But no, I wouldn't have like that dark turquoise hair shit that all the girls get. It just, once it starts to fade, it looks disgusting.
Oh, yeah.
It looks disgusting. That color is the worst color you can dye your hair. I'm sorry. Especially if your hair's dark. Like, I mean, if it's light, it looks fine. But if your hair's dark, like 3 days in, it doesn't look that good.
No,
That's a
once that
personal
green
opinion, too.
kind of fades, it's
Yeah.
not looking
No.
too hot there.
What about you?
Oh, me? Well, if I'm going to do it, I might as well go all out. So I'm going to say magenta. Like a hot pink. No, maybe not magenta, like a hot pink.
Oh, yeah. Oh, like
I'm thinking
like,
hot pink.
like the lead singer of Set It Off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's
what
what I'm
you're
thinking,
talking
that's
about. Yeah. Well, man, we could be punkers. Punks.
Punks?
Punks.
Punkers?
Punkers.
Why did you say punkers?
Oh, shut up.
Next question.
Next question.
Favorite type of casserole?
Oh.
I said that incredibly aggressively.
Oh, what is my favorite type of casserole? I don't know. What kind of I don't have casserole too often.
No? You're not a casserole guy? For me, I've had multiple cheeseburger casseroles, so
We
that's
made
what
a
I'm going to go
casserole
with.
once.
Cheeseburger casserole's fucking delicious, man.
We made a casserole once and filmed it.
Yes, we did. Check it out. Cooking Chaos. On our YouTube channel, Guardians. We got some amazing content. We haven't uploaded in forever, but there's a new video coming. That's for all you who probably don't care, but that's okay.
Yeah,
We
just
have a
filmed
new
it
video.
today.
We just filmed it earlier. Say we're incredibly wet. That's all I'm going to say.
That's all we're gonna say. We're not gonna tell you what kind.
No, exactly, man. I'm not going to. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'd probably say something like cheesy, like I don't know, chicken
Chicken casserole? There you go.
casserole. You can't go wrong with it. Is the thing.
No, really. Most casseroles are good. And it's good for if you're meal planning or you've got multiple people that you got to feed. Like, you get that all out, and then you still got leftovers. So it's smart, and as long as you can make a good casserole, you're good. I'll eat whatever you give me. We're not particularly picky people.
Oh no. Let's see. What's our next question? Ring size?
Ring size.
Ring size?
Is someone trying to propose?
Probably. No.
I don't know. I think the last time I got a ring when I went on a trip to Newfoundland there, and I believe I'm a size 9. So, if you want it, you better put a ring on it.
Yeah. Holy shit! I just looked at Guardians. That short we have has 265 views.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even notice that.
You blew up on TikTok too, man.
Did it?
Oh
Holy
yeah,
shit.
it's got thousands of views on here, and by our standard, that's pretty good.
That's
Maybe that's
pretty
not
good.
blowing up on
That's
TikTok,
5
but I don't
comments?
care.
That has 5 comments. I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Comment below me is smart. Thanks, man. No, thank you. I need mental help. This is all the same dude. Oh, man.
Yes, our only viewers are schizophrenic.
Let's go.
This is what I've always wanted.
Yeah, but what was the question? Ring size? Yeah. What was your answer?
Size 9. Put a ring on it. What's your ring size, Alex?
I
Go.
never
Make an
had
educated guess.
Never had it checked.
Well, look at my fingers. If I'm a size 9,
Right. Let's
what do you? We're touching fingers here. What do you think your ring size? I'm gonna say you're.
Probably a 7.
Fuck. It's not
8.
about the length. It's how fat your finger
Oh
is.
yeah, no,
probably,
I'm looking at it. It's not that much thinner than your
my
finger,
fingers are definitely thinner than yours.
Are you sure?
Oh, I think so. I'd say I'd probably say you're probably pretty close to me, probably 9 or 10. So we're gonna be awaiting for the proposal.
Yeah.
So if we don't get it, we're gonna be mighty disappointed.
Who proposed to us, both of us, by the way.
Yeah. At the same time.
At the same time.
Yeah.
And
if you want to propose, it's gonna have to be live on the podcast.
It's gonna be like your typical shenanigan episode, kind of like the ending of Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. You can't let the other one find out.
No.
It could be a movie. Double Life will be the title.
Double wife?
Double Life.
Wait, double wife, double life, or just double life?
No, just Double Life.
Why? How is it a double life though? I don't feel like
because they propose to you, they propose to me. We don't know of each other's existence, and then they go with comedy shenanigans, going back and forth with lives.
Did we just write the perfect comedy movie?
Well, it would have to be a dark comedy, obviously.
I don't necessarily
the main
think so.
character is an asshole leading a double life.
Yeah, but I feel like, well, it could be like a rom-com because I'm thinking that we'll find out about each other and then we'll fall in love.
Oh yeah, and then it goes haywire on them.
Yeah.
So we're
and then we viciously murder everybody. So it's going to be every single genre of film ever. Now, if any big studios are listening here, pick up this script. This will make you a bajillion dollars.
The next question is a two-parter.
Oh, we love two-parters.
Fairly certain I know who wrote this one too.
Okay.
Alex is unable to breathe due to asthma. If he continues to be unable to expel CO2, what condition will occur? That's part 1, by the way. And here's part 2. Here are the 4 answers. A, metabolic acidosis. B, respiratory alkalosis. C, respiratory acidosis. C, metabolic alkalosis.
I feel like if we answer this question, we'll qualify as a health podcast.
Probably.
And we're putting this on health now. So all you health listeners who are wondering why you've been here the entire time, this is why. Now, when they ask that question, I'm not sure if they're threatening it to you. Like, if you don't stop breathing properly, what's going to happen to you? Guess. God. Okay, Alex, make an educated guess. Do not Google the answer.
I just want to know that.
No, you can't know the right answer.
Okay. Unable to expel CO2. I'm gonna say C. Respiratory acidosis. Just the word acid. CO2. Unable to.
Ass.
Respiratory acidosis sounds like the most probable one to me.
Okay, so Alex, knowing nothing about it, please define the word that you said that I can't repeat because I don't remember what you said.
So respiratory, right? Obviously, it's either
No, it's not either. You need to say this as if it's fact.
Okay, so it's respiratory.
You are a health professional. I'm giving you. Okay. You are a health. You have the same qualifications as any doctor. Go.
Okay, so you have respiratory acidosis. What that means is obviously from the respiratory, it has to do with breathing. Acidosis. So we put some cyanide in your water when you checked in, and you drank it, and now you can't expel CO2, so you're getting CO2 poisoning.
That's
why.
Don't even need doctors anymore.
That's why I assume it's respiratory acidosis. You can't expel it. You get CO2 poisoning. I don't know if that's a thing, but that's what I'm assuming.
No, I like to think because the word ass is in there, it's got to do something with your butt.
Are you ready to figure out the answer?
Oh, yeah. Oh, they're going to give us the answer? All right.
No. Wait, did they give us the answer? I should probably check that before I search it up. Oh, no, the next question is something I'll let you read. Shit.
No answer? Too bad. Don't look it up. We already know you have the right answer.
I want to know the answer.
Too bad. You're just going to assume that you're going to die from respiratory acidosis or whatever the fuck you said.
Oh, actually, what if I just... Respiratory acidosis.
According to Medline Plus.
Okay, I did get it right. Respiratory acidosis is a condition that occurs when your lungs can't remove all the carbon dioxide produced by your body. I just used process of elimination with what sounded probable.
There you go.
There we go. I am a healthcare professional.
Yeah, this is a health podcast. Like I said,
that's the next one. I'll let you read the next one.
All right. Childhood celebrity crushes.
Childhood. Let's make this 12 and under.
Megan Fox.
Yeah, probably.
Was
it Megan Fox?
It was. You see her in Transformers?
Oh, yeah.
When she opens that car, ooh, she's got the hood open. Let's be honest. Anybody who's seen Transformers knows exactly what I'm talking about.
I guess. I mean, once you hit a certain maturity age, then you kind of not anymore. I don't get that anymore from that movie, but okay.
Are you telling me that Megan Fox isn't attractive? She's not remained unattractive.
No, I genuinely don't find Megan Fox
What
attractive.
is wrong with you, man?
I'm good. It was, for me, it was whoever the fuck plays Jesse. Whatever.
Jesse in what? The show Jesse?
Yeah.
Debbie Ryan?
Yeah, it was Debbie Ryan for me.
There you go. Okay. I can see it. Yeah.
It's just Debbie Ryan.
But yeah, no. Megan Fox was my girl for the first 2 Transformers movies, and then they fucking got rid of her.
And then she went to Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Yeah.
directed by the same
And then
guy.
she married Machine Gun Kelly, so
I mean, he doesn't have terrible
downfall. His
music.
music's
Downfall,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I think it's her downfall. I think she can do better than Machine Gun Kelly. I mean,
Were
Megan
you
Fox, if
trying
you're
to
hearing
make
this
the
out,
reference?
I like to think that Megan Fox was the one who asked that question, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Were you trying to make that reference?
What?
When you said downfall, were you trying to reference Tickets to My Downfall?
No.
Oh.
I've never listened to one Machine Gun. No, I've
You've
listened to like
listened
a
to-
couple Machine Gun
I
Kelly
posted
songs.
one
but-
on our playlist.
Okay, well then that means I've listened to one.
My ex, you know my ex or something like that. Whatever. My ex best friend. The album is Tickets to My Downfall. I'm sorry. I like, punk.
You're
rock.
a music man.
It's. I mean, I
We're punkers.
Some of his music is very repetitive. I will tell you that he's not that talented on the guitar. he just plays the same chords over and over. But some of his songs, the ones that aren't too similar sounding, are pretty decent.
Yeah, in case you guys were wondering, we're also a music podcast now. We're so versed.
Oh, yeah.
This is really
Go
bringing
ahead.
out
What's
all of our amazing qualities here.
What's our next question then?
Oh. What's your number one song on Spotify?
Oh,
well-
I can check real quick.
How do you figure out your number one song?
Stats FM. Did you not get Stats FM when I told you?
I don't
about
have the
Stats
app.
FM?
Okay, no. I got my own site. We're good. Let's see. Are we looking for all time here?
All time. Let's
Okay.
go. Do you have Stats FM?
No, I got stats for Spotify. We'll just use that.
Let's check the past 6 months.
Yeah,
What,
no, I can
really?
look at like current year
Really?
and
I did not expect that.
okay,
It's
please
Here's
go.
to Being Single, the acoustic version.
Really?
Yeah, I genuinely. That's the past 6 months. 6 months. 17. Wait, what? No, hold on. That doesn't seem right. It says number 1 of your most streamed tracks past 4 weeks. Number 17th of your most streamed tracks the past 6 months. Then why are you telling me it's my number 1 the past 6 months? Oh, it glitched out. It's Why Do I, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Why Do I, Hoodie, Here's to Being Single, Love from the Other Side, and then track 2, which is Heartbreak Feels So Good. So, we get 2 Fall Out Boy songs in there, in the top 5. What are your top 5 from the past 6 months?
Top 5 for the past 6 months here. All right. We got The DJ is Crying for Help, AJR.
Ooh, really good.
Yeah. Well, we got Kickback from Kenji Yoneshu. It's the opening from Chainsaw Man. Very good song.
Never heard.
We've got Why Do I?
Obviously by Set It Off and Hatsune Miku.
And then we got Bang, surprisingly. That song is still good for me. How many songs? Okay, how many did I count? Okay, 1, 2,
That's
okay.
4.
That's 4, okay.
I think, no, that's 4.
I'm just really bad at counting.
That's okay.
And then the last one is Hell's Coming With Me from Poor Man's Poison.
Don't think I listened to that one.
I put it on the podcast. It's a pretty
The
decent song.
podcast?
Not the podcast. Oh. I mean, if I put it on the podcast, you'd probably get copyright striked, but
So I didn't say who these were by. Obviously, Why Do I is still Set It Off and Hatsune Miku. Hoodie and Here's to Being Single are both by Lost Stars, which I believe they're one of my they're my favorite rising artists. They're fairly new. They're not fairly popular, but they have like 2 of my favorite songs of all time. And Love from the Other Side and track 2 are by my favorite band of all time, Fall Out Boy. Those are the
Awesome.
2 latest releases.
and that was in the last 6 months.
Hmm?
That's the last 6 months.
That's the last
Okay,
6 months.
yeah, no, same for me. I just wanted to make sure.
Are you gonna get a tat?
Am I gonna get a tat? It's a good question. I've contemplated that quite a bit.
So
it's
have
like
I.
you gotta really,
You gotta
for me to
really-
put something on my body that's that permanent, I'd have to really, really want it, or like
Oh yeah.
have a real good reason for doing it. Like,
My legs are cramped. I'm
yeah,
sorry.
unlike you, I'm stretched out on your.
I was sitting
Love seat.
crisscross applesauce. Every time I sit down like crisscross applesauce, I'm like, oh, this is comfy. And then 15 minutes later, it's like, ah.
No, I'm surprisingly pretty comfortable in this love seat right now. My
You
my
wanna
legs
sl-
my
you wanna
my legs
sleep there?
past my knees. No, why the hell would I want to sleep here? It's comfortable to sit in, but I wouldn't venture to say it's
Well, it's
comfortable
either
to
you
sleep
or
in.
Brandon.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
Brandon will do whatever I tell him to do.
Okay. Anyways, Tat, go.
Tat. Oh. Wiener.
Really?
I froze.
A wiener where?
Well, what I'm thinking is, where your underwear cuts off.
Oh,
I'm thinking the tat will just be slightly coming out of it.
very detailed.
Yeah.
It's
Oh no,
shaded.
it's gonna be detailed. I'm getting my money's worth here.
Oh, you're
Okay,
gonna make
Alex,
me
it's
hiccup.
your turn now. Oh God.
Oh shit. Look.
Go, tat, now.
It'd be
I'm being
the
impatient.
It'd be the. It'd be lyrics of it'd be one or two. One being you can only blame your problems on the world for so long before stop.
This is gonna be great if this is the entire rest of the podcast is Alex with hiccups.
This was you know how bad my hiccups get. You remember the time I was crying because there was
This is
They
gonna be
went
one of
on
these
for, like,
times.
they went on for like 6 hours. Either you can only blame your problems on the world for so long before it all becomes the same old song. Which is from Fall Out Boy's The Ship Gold Standard.
I want to take you so seriously, but you keep hiccuping.
Yeah, I know. Oh no, it's just something that helped me get through a really deep depression slip. It helped me stop, blaming my problems on everything else and realize, I need to focus on myself, right? Like
Yeah.
it helped me through a lot.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, or one I really like is also from a Fall Out Boy song. This ain't seen it's an arms race. It's I'm an arms dealer with weapons in the form of words. That's a pretty deep quote.
That's deep.
That is pretty deep. I love that quote. It's so good. It's probably going to be one of those on the back of my leg here or on my arm.
Yeah. Why would you put it on the back of your leg?
I
Look,
don't
what do you
know.
when you say back of your leg? Are you talking your
Here.
calf?
Yeah, my calf.
Okay, I thought you were talking in
My
between
thigh.
your knee. Like,
No,
I'm getting a tattoo on my kneecap.
No, it'd be on my calf, but either that or my forearm here.
Okay, there you go. All right.
Yeah. Let's see.
So what's our next question here, Alex?
Biggest red flags in a guy. So I guess this is.
Oh yeah,
we're.
this is
What
big,
What
okay.
are things that we can admit or not admit? But what are things that say for example, your girlfriend tells you something and you're like, oh, can't believe you didn't know that I was doing it. Or you're talking with your friend, it could be when we're gay friends or something, anyone who's into a dude, and they're telling you something and you're like, ooh, yeah, maybe rethink that.
I'm trying to think because guys don't have any flaws. What are you talking about? Red flags? What are you talking
What
about?
a
We
misogynist
are
over here. Nah,
we are perfect. There's nothing wrong with us. It's all don't quote me on that.
Don't quote
was a
him on
joke.
that, please.
That was a joke, I
That was
swear.
a joke. We're
It was a
not
joke.
misogynists.
We're not sexist either. I swear.
Never said we were. What are you saying there, Ben?
What?
You beat your wife?
I don't have a wife. You remember we haven't been proposed to yet. They asked us our ring sizes. We're still waiting for them to knock on the door.
That's right.
We already told them the ring size. I'm really mad that they're not already here proposing.
I know, right? Where are they?
Yeah, exactly.
Come on the next podcast.
Yeah.
We're recording in a few days.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, they got to
Propose.
propose to us. So if they really want it,
What was the question?
biggest red flags.
Biggest red flags. I'm gonna say probably
I
This
wonder if
one's
they
weird,
know who we are. I wonder. Do
I
they
wonder
know
if
we're
they're
men?
Yeah,
They know
I hope so. I'd say probably shit, demeaning your feelings or something. Or
People who aren't open, I find, is
people who aren't open, or someone who could they're just mean. You know what I mean? People have flaws, but I feel like if someone's emotionally attacking you, that's just a huge one. Say for
even,
example,
yeah.
Invalidating your feelings. You say something and then they're like,
that's
so-
not it. No, yeah,
No.
no. I get what you mean.
Or say for example, they're extremely self-conscious and they're like, yeah, I have really big ears, and they're like, yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, no, your ears aren't big. I like your ears. They're nice. Instead, they say like, yeah, your ears are big, but I still like them. There's a difference there. One, you're like, you're telling them what they're saying is right, even if you're trying to help, right? Which I can understand. Sometimes you can, mess up when you're trying to help and shit.
Who's your last IG search? I don't have Instagram, so you're gonna tell me who your last IG search is.
IG search. Holy shit. Let's go on here.
We're gonna expose you for the stalker you are.
Matthew Lillard.
Matthew Lillard. Hey yo.
We have Matthew Lillard, Fazbear Plus, Elvis the Alien, Drew is Gooden, Personal Friend, Community TV, Personal Friend, McMaster's Wellness Center. Community TV. Matthew Lillard. Yeah, in case if you guys didn't know, the FNAF movie is being filmed.
Yeah.
We're super pumped.
I am.
I know I am.
I am very pumped. We've been waiting for this for years and
yeah.
years. I mean, not to say that Five Nights at Freddy's isn't just one big cash grab now, but like, it's definitely not what it once was.
No.
I will say.
Oh.
Some of the magic is gone, and I mean, part of that might have just been because we've grown up a little bit. But even then, I still like FNAF and everything. And
we
the
grew
child
up
in me
the...
is screaming when they finally said they were starting to film the FNAF movie and seeing some of the set photos on Twitter.
You screamed?
My inner child is like screaming.
Okay.
I'm like so ready. Oh yeah, no.
You saw.
I was like out in public and saw
right?
What?
You saw Freddy, right? Like,
Yeah. No, I saw how he looked.
It looked like
movie.
Chica for a second.
He looked a little yellow.
Yeah.
I will say.
I think it's just the lighting though. Like it
Or
really,
is it?
it really very much just looks like a spotlight being shown on it.
I don't know.
It looks too brown to be golden.
I think we should shout out Matt Pat and see what he has to think.
Go on, Matt Pat. Tell us your theories.
Yeah, come on, Matt Pat. We know you're listening.
We should just do a FNAF episode next week.
Yes, that's exactly what we're gonna.
Oh yeah, here you can read the last question.
Oh,
It's the last question. We went through 22 of these.
When's Drew gonna be on?
Oh yeah,
Drew.
that's right. Yeah, Drew wants to be on
I'm sorry. We keep forgetting.
We keep forgetting.
We were gonna ask you, and then we took our little breaks, but
Not
Drew,
next
you will
week.
be on. We will be reaching out, and you will be on this podcast.
Yeah,
I
Drew.
swear.
It's
It's gonna be the best episode yet.
Oh yeah, we can just shit about work.
Yes.
Yeah. Except once again, we can't use names or like place or anything.
Yeah.
We gotta respect people's privacy.
Yeah, we gotta respect people. I'm interested to hear what.
Oh
Drew
no,
has to
no,
say.
no!
Drew
We
has a lot
respect
to
their
say.
privacy, not them.
Yeah. We don't respect the person that asked that question. I won't shout out his name, but
We already
Drew, we
said
know
his
who
name.
you are.
Drew is bad in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Drew, just warning you, if you come on this podcast, we are going to make you
Hey,
cry.
hey, phone back.
How about we just go through some of your other send-its here, since I really want to see what these people have to say to you.
Okay, go ahead.
No context at all.
Okay.
Oh.
What? You can look at the very last one. I never responded to it. I know what it is, too.
I am about to get punished by you, Daddy. Ooh woo. Let's read the next one. You'll never know who this is, Daddy. Meow. Ooh woo. When you find out, you can punish me. Can me and Daddy have snuggle wuggles?
Oh, Christ.
Daddy, I
Why?
love being your kitten. Hey, Daddy, I'll give you a hint. Your kitten is one of the names you said. Ooh woo meow.
I don't like
I'm reading these backwards. Alexander Chan. It's not Dylan Chan, ooh woo. Daddy, you are never gonna guess who it is. I am the best kitten, ooh woo. Zaddy is Angie, oh whoa. Neither one of those are your kittens, Daddy, meow. It's your kitten, silly. I am a good boy, Daddy. Thanks, Daddy Alex. Meow.
Yeah.
You could have a whole glaring of kittens, ooh woo. What the fuck is a glaring? I'll be your kitten, Daddy. You can watch me grab my pretty mouth around the girth monster.
I hope you know that he genuinely is not joking. I remember I was at work getting these, and I just kept on responding, "Who the fuck is this? Stop."
I mean, I want to say I know exactly who it is, but like different messages here are saying this person sent you 7 messages. Let's read this one.
Oh.
The girth monster is going to be so full it's going to burst once I put my sexy hands on it. And then, yeah, and then this next one is said this person sent you 6 messages. Oh, it's because it's going up. I'm stupid. I'm reading it backwards. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. Shut up. I never said I was intelligent.
Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Thoughts on your new furry lifestyle, Alex?
I don't have.
This is a relevant question. I don't know. I feel like you're a closeted furry. I mean, I saw the fursuit when I walked in here.
There's no.
I think you really should admit.
I don't know why you would have sex with the fursuit on. It's no different than humping a wall, would it not?
Have you done both? You must know from experience. Sounds like you're speaking from experience. Have you humped a
Oh
wall,
yeah.
Alex?
Oh yeah. I have humped a wall multiple times. You know, sometimes I just get. I'm just like.
That nice shade of white turns me on.
Oh, a snap from Ben. Oh, well, now I'm horny. To the wall. I just throw another brick in the wall, and then I have a hole.
There you go. That's
what Pink Floyd wanted. Was that who sang that? It was Pink Floyd, right? Brick
I
in the
think.
wall. I hope so. Someone's gonna be angry if we're wrong.
Everything's gonna piss off everybody
Oh,
at some point. Now, that bit went on longer than I thought it was gonna. This
Oh,
kind
yeah.
of took up most of our time for this
we-
episode, but we still have plenty of time to continue and chat on here.
Let's see.
So
is
our
there-
next idea that we wanted to talk about here today was the original topic of the podcast that we wanted to discuss was
I don't think
conspiracy theories.
I don't think we could cover that. In 15
Oh,
minutes.
well, Alex, I want you to find me a nice conspiracy theory and tell me all about it.
What are we aiming for this? What kind of are we
Alex,
looking
any
fast
conspiracy
food? Are we looking,
ever.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. It can be ridiculous. Just I want one that has a lot of
Most
depth to it.
Silly conspiracy.
Now I'm going to know everything you're doing is silly. I can't even take you seriously now. What do you want me to do?
30 crazy. Okay.
Bruh. Come on. Give me some effort here. Make it sound like you're putting effort in here.
I'm trying to find some actual silly ones, but these are just the moon landing was fake. Everyone knows the Earth is hollow.
Everyone knows the Earth's hollow. Everyone knows the moon landing was fake. You're right, Alex.
Bigfoot is real. I don't think that's a conspiracy theory. I think cryptozoology is a completely different thing. It's a myth or whatever.
Do you think Bigfoot exists, Alex?
I'm gonna say no. I think that there's an ape out there that we just haven't identified that really likes its privacy. It may be like a mentally advanced ape, but I definitely do not think it's quote unquote Bigfoot. I think like what we think it is not what it is. You know what I mean? I think it's not like it's weird. If there's so many specialists on it, why the fuck haven't we found it?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the thing, right? And like half the people who tell these stories, how do you know they're not making it up, and how do you know they weren't just drunk? If you see a bear rubbing up against your house while you're high, you're gonna think something probably.
Yeah, I think all the Bigfoot sightings been confirmed by Alex here, the medical professional.
Oh yeah.
Everyone who's ever seen a Bigfoot sighting has been intoxicated. Please do not come at us for this.
Moon isn't real. Well, that's right. Some people think the moon doesn't exist. It's a conspiracy theory.
Oh,
It's
the
getting
moon
particular-
totally is fake. What are you talking about? It disappears. How do they even do that?
Zombies can rise from the dead. Don't. eat
Oh
them.
yeah, that's a
Bill
good
Gates
conspiracy.
is making fake snow.
Oh please, no. Okay, I want you to explore this one. Tell me.
With extreme weather conditions occurring across the United States in 2021, TikTokers stoked the fires on Bill Gates' conspiracy theory that he was creating fake snow that burns instead of melts. Spoiler alert, he wasn't.
Well, we'll never know.
Amelia Earhart was eaten by crabs.
Oh.
Solar flare caused the Titanic to sink. Oh, I've never heard this. This is
Okay,
interesting.
let's dive in.
A study recently discovered that the northern hemisphere was experiencing a moderate to severe magnetic storm on the night of the ship's collision. Similar solar flares are known to cause power outages on Earth and could have affected the ship's radar and radio rescue signals. That one I can actually see. That one kind of makes sense, right? If there was a solar flare on the night of the ship sinking, you one would think that they would have the technology or the brains to see a huge ass iceberg.
You'd think.
You know what I mean? Not
Oh,
saying that,
did you know?
that the Titanic sinking
hello.
isn't real
Your
or
cat
anything. I
showed
know the
up.
Titanic did
Hello,
sink,
kitty.
and it is a tragedy. But I think that one makes sense though.
Yeah. You want to know a fun fact?
What
Titanic was built here.
was it built in? What do you mean here, Canada?
It was built in our town. I will fact check this real quick, but as
Okay.
far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure the Titanic was built here, in our port, if
I
I'm
thought
not
the
mistaken.
Blue Nose was built here, but
And I might be incorrect, but I really feel like
sirens were responsible for shipwrecks. Once again, there's a difference between conspiracy theories and mythology, or stories. It's whatever.
Oh no, I'm completely off. This was Belfast, Ireland. Why did I
Yeah,
think the
why did
Titanic
you
was here? I
Search
mean,
if the Blue Nose was built here.
okay.
Airplane exhaust trails are filled with chemicals. Gee, you think? It's fucking exhaust. Obviously, I know they mean a different set of chemicals, but it's still.
The original Blue Nose was launched as a Grand Banks fishing and racing schooner on 26th March 1921 in Lunenburg, Nova Scotia. All right. Well,
yeah. What was
somewhat close. Close enough. We're famous.
And
All
now
right.
I found 16
We're responsible.
crazy ones.
Oh.
I'm gonna read every single one of these, by the way.
Yeah.
And I'm apologize if I offend anyone, because I'm reading the first one here. And it's chemicals in the water are turning people gay.
Oh, not just the frogs anymore.
No,
Alex Jones, he
wants-
warned us all.
He believes that it's turning the people gay too. Whatever.
Oh, yeah. That's...
Avril Lavigne was replaced by a clone named Melissa. What?
That was the same thing as the Paul McCartney one I was telling you.
Oh, that's the next one.
Oh,
Paul
is it?
McCartney was replaced as number 3, yeah.
Where do they come up with these conspiracy theories? I'm going to be
I don't
honest.
know.
I feel like it just has to be someone who wants to say something really dumb. I want to believe half the conspiracy theories were just made as jokes, but then there's that one person who takes it fucking seriously and has carried it on to this day.
What do you think?
What are we thinking here?
Hillary's Clinton's campaign logo was a reference to 9/11. What do you think? It's just an arrow and 2 lines. It's meant to, arrow for progress forward, and the 2 lines to make it look like an H.
Yeah.
Of course, you can make it look that way. But
Yeah, I feel like you're really reaching
stretching.
there. Yeah.
What's the next one there, Ben?
Oh, okay. Poisonous government snow. So I think that's kind of the same thing there.
Yeah.
The next one. April is the government's blood sacrifice season.
What?
Oh, I remember the seasons where we all got our blood sacrificed.
Oh, so
That's right. You've got us. The government steals everyone's blood. Wait, is it a sacrifice? Why is it blood sacrifice? Don't we need more blood? That just seems wasteful, to be honest. Oh, now I think this one's really real here.
Oh, shit.
All right, Prince Charles is a vampire. Well, I want to say King Charles now,
Yeah.
because I think this article is a little bit outdated.
God save the king.
All right, I'm going to read into this one a little bit more here. People seem to believe this theory because according to the genealogy records, Prince Charles might have descended from Vlad the Impaler, who was the inspiration from Bram Stoker's Dracula.
Oh, is
That
that,
doesn't
their
mean-
basis?
Really?
Really?
Oh, they made a story about a vampire based on this guy, and he's a descendant? Vampire.
What? Count Dracula was made up. It was inspired by Vlad the Impaler and his killing methods and how he lived. Vampires are not real.
I guess we'll never know until you really
If
encounter a
I might
vampire,
get
and then no one will
visited by
believe
one
you.
tonight, and that is terrifying. Every time I say something like ghosts aren't real or something like that, my brain tells me, oh shit, now they're going to prove to you they are. And so I try to avoid saying that just in case. not a huge believer of the paranormal. Like, I watch all those ghost hunter shows, and it's super easy to explain away. Like, how do you know that, what is it called? EF something frequency or something like that? Like the frequency detectors.
Yeah.
How the fuck do they know that they work? There's no way to test if they work or not.
It
could just
beeps. It works. We saw it in Ghostbusters. It works.
Oh, okay.
All
Anyways.
right. Stonehenge was built by aliens.
Oh, that's a common one.
I mean, well, think about it. Scientists can't even figure it. Like, these things just showed up, and they all weigh like
Yeah, like
50 tons.
I would-
how would they move that? I mean, it's the same thing though as the pyramids.
I would much rather sit here and discuss how it's possible for a human to do that and how cool it was for our an ancient civilization to build that than just chop it up to aliens. I find
that's
it
just
much
the basis.
more.
There's no, yeah.
I find it much more interesting to think that a bunch of people accomplished that.
All right, so this one I think we'll have to do a little bit of explaining. This is the
Oh shit!
I think
what
the
is
last one on the list, but the phantom time hypothesis,
it? Oh,
which I've
go
never
on.
heard of.
Go
but,
on, I'm gonna mute myself while I pour myself some Mountain Dew.
Oh, yeah, there you go. All right. This historical conspiracy theory was first published in 1991, and it basically states that 297 years of our history didn't exist. Heribert Illig, the author of this conspiracy, believes that the events from 614 to 911 have been faked. That includes the entire Carolingian period and the figure of Charlemagne. I don't know how to fucking spell. According to Illig, one of the main reasons we shouldn't believe that these 297 years actually took place is a scarcity of archaeological evidence from that period of time. Although there are many people who believe this theory, again, no distinct reason why anyone would be interested in adding those years. Historians rejected Illig's proposals.
I was paying attention.
Yeah, I really hope.
No, I wasn't. I was busy making noises while drinking Mountain Dew. I was busy pressing my microphone up against my throat and
That's an
gulping.
interesting conspiracy theory after reading that our time was faked, but I just want to say one thing. What's the
reasoning
point?
for it?
He thinks because there's no archaeological evidence
Of
that from
what?
611 or 614 to 911 have been faked.
What do you mean there's no archaeological evidence?
The scarcity of archaeological evidence.
We're
Meaning-
living in it.
Nah, man, the Earth was born only a couple thousand years ago,
Some
man.
conspiracy theories really, I'm just like, really? Like, the Earth is flat. Like, I can, when you first say it, my brain goes, okay, I can see the government lying to us. They have before. But why would they throw so much money into pretending the world is round when they could just say it's flat?
It's
If
hilarious
it was,
to me.
there's no reasoning to it.
It's
Zero.
hilarious to me seeing the videos of people trying to prove that the world's flat,
Yeah.
and then it turns out that they prove themselves wrong, and
Yeah.
they can't believe it. It's
Like,
a hilarious
I
thing.
remember our music teacher.
Mhm.
You know the one I'm talking
Yeah, I'm
about.
talking. I know. I
Yeah.
know.
She would always try to defend how the world is flat. And I know I'm not
She was a big conspiracy
not-
theorist.
doxing ourselves super much what I say. So I'm not going to say a city. Just so you guys can search it up and understand how flawed this logic is. We live in the province of New Brunswick, and there's a province adjacent to us, Nova Scotia, which it's close enough that if you go to beaches around here, you can see it across the water, very faintly sometimes, right? Her logic was that if the world was round, that would be, you wouldn't be able to see it because it would be like on the other side. And my brain is like, that's true. The world does not have enough room to support the rest of the countries. If the world being round means that the world is so small that I wouldn't be able to see the place of Nova Scotia. By the way, I urge you guys to search up how far these two are compared to like how big Russia is. It doesn't make logical sense when people say things like that. It doesn't make scientific sense. Like the rotations of the Earth and the sun and how the solar system works makes scientific to our knowledge, right?
Yeah.
We're making scientific discoveries every single day, right? We're discovering new animals every day. Sometimes we discover like new minerals and shit, right? But to our knowledge, it makes perfect scientific sense, right?
Yeah, it's all relative.
So it's just astounds me that some people believe that the government would put so much time and effort and once again so much money just to make us think that the world is round. Because think about the amount of like calculations and making up calculations that would work for anything else in order to explain gravity or something. Like in order to say that the world is actually flat, you would have to think that that means that the calculations for gravity are wrong. And then you also have to look at, well, how then is the calculation for gravity so perfect? Why would the government put so much time into making something made up that's perfect? It doesn't make any sense.
No, I think you're right.
I'm sorry. I don't like flat earthers. You can believe what you want to believe about most things, and I will not like religion or anything. I don't care. But when it comes to flat earth, I'm sorry. Grow a brain. I'm sorry. You have full right to be offended by that. I don't care if I offended you. I'm sorry. That's the one thing I don't care if I offended you on. If you're a flat earther, at least do your research. Don't just look into why the government would trick us. Look into why would it make sense for them to trick us. I'm sorry. I went on a rant there.
And the same thing like with the space and the moon landing. I mean, I'm not to say that Elon Musk isn't kind of crazy, but let's be honest here. Do you really think SpaceX would exist if we didn't actually go to the moon?
Yeah. Like I mean,
no. What do you think he does? What do you think Elon Musk does?
The moon landing one I can pseudo understand though.
I'm not to say like the first. I'm not to say that the footage of the moon landing may have been a pre-recorded thing. Maybe like I'm watching like we've watched like the Mythbusters stuff and things like that and. Wait, no, did they actually debunk that? I don't remember.
I don't know.
If they ever
debunked. Look it up and we'll come back next episode. Or we could look it up right now. But I know we went to the moon. But the time that we went is a bit iffy considering the moon race, right? We were competing with Russia. It was a worldwide competition to see who could get to the moon first.
Yeah.
So I can 100% understand the belief that they just threw that out there so they could say they were there first. That being said, I do believe we went to the moon.
Yeah, whether it's
I do believe Neil Armstrong
time,
set foot on the moon. Whether it was the footage that we saw or not, you can believe whatever you want about that. I can understand that one. Just because of the moon race, right? I know I sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I genuinely do believe that the moon landing was real. That's one that I can understand. If you believe it's false.
We got the next one here. Barack Obama could control the weather. This was definitely right.
He's Avatar The Last Airbender.
Oh, yeah. After the tragic events of Hurricane Sandy, some newspapers started spreading the message that this event may have been engineered by none other than Barack Obama.
Wow.
It was believed that the president used the high-frequency active oral research program to create the hurricane, and some people even spoke about this being a way for the president to be reelected. Oh, yeah. That's right. So control the weather, elect me, or you all get a hurricane. And I mean, we got like these ones here. These all make sense. Like Elvis Presley's still alive.
Another thing about that, though, is he probably wouldn't be alive
he wouldn't
anymore.
be alive.
Because he would be so old. Wait, when was he born? It was 30 or 40 something? Because he started performing in the 50s, I believe.
Yeah.
It was either the 50s or 60s. I believe it was the 50s, though. Because he was one of the pioneers of rock and roll and that, like, big boom in the 50s with, like, Johnny Cash and Jerry Lee Lewis and, like, Chuck Berry and all that. I'm sorry. That's one of the classes I'm taking right now is a history of rock and roll. And it's very interesting how it broke down a lot of barriers in the segregation game. It's very interesting how much rock and roll affected tearing down. Obviously, racism is not abolished by any means, which is very sad. unfortunately.
Yeah,
But
I
we
wish
have-
that wasn't the case.
We have come a long way, I believe.
I would say, yeah, no.
Law-wise?
Yeah, we
Law-wise,
definitely.
law-wise, we
Law-wise,
have,
well, even
but
just equality-wise
Oh,
and
yeah.
everything, like, we still have a long way to go, but we have, compared to 100 years ago, Jesus Christ.
once again, remember we are two white males saying this. So
Yeah.
if you think we're
Just
wrong,
credit us
you
if
go
you
ahead
want.
and believe that we're wrong because once again, we're not affected. So our what?
No, I was
Oh,
just...
yeah.
just-
No,
looking
our
here.
perception on this could be very much askew.
Oh, definitely. All right, I think the last one here before we'll wrap up, because we're...
I thought you were going to search up when Elvis Presley was born.
We
so we could
will...
debunk that.
Okay, I will look in a second.
Okay.
This one is a little interesting here.
Okay. Well, so is this one.
American Pie predicts satanic communist takeover.
I never saw American Pie.
Talk about the music. The song, sorry.
Never. I don't think I heard it. Or if I heard it, I don't think
Are
I.
you serious? You've never listened to American Pie? Like,
Hum it.
bye, bye, Miss American
Okay,
Pie.
yeah. I know
Okay,
that
yeah.
song, yeah. I just didn't know the name. Sorry.
I'll kind of explain this one a little bit for those of you,
What are those
like
words?
Alex, who doesn't really know the song. Some theorists believe that the famous song that goes "Bye Bye Miss American Pie" actually predicts the satanic communist takeover of the United States.
A satanic communist takeover?
I guess. I that seems like a little bit of a jump.
The satanic part. Where are you getting that from? And where are you getting the communist part from too? And taking over America. I love how Americans think that they're the sole place everyone wants to take over.
Yeah, well,
It's
they're all full of themselves.
Oh, yeah.
They're the best nation in the world, Alex.
Mm.
Doesn't matter what facts say. Facts don't care about your feelings.
I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and say we are.
Oh, by no means
think
are we good at all. What I say, we're a little bit ahead in the States, in some things like gun laws.
Oh yeah, 100%. It makes okay. I'm gonna say a hot take here.
Mhm.
All right. Say what you want about. Okay. Don't judge me until I finish my sentence. Say what you want about abortions, right?
Oh, God.
No.
Oh,
Just
this
hear me.
is-
No.
this is-
Just hear me. Just hear me.
no,
No, just hear me out.
okay.
This is about gun laws. This is about gun
Okay.
laws. It's not about abortions. It's about gun laws.
Okay.
Children only matter when they're not fucking born yet. Why is it illegal for a woman to go get an abortion, but it's not illegal for someone to own a fucking MK-47?
The thing is
That
the
doesn't make
Constitution
sense.
was
That's-
written with the right to bear arms when you had muskets and you had to load it with a steel ball and gunpowder.
Right.
Now we have these automatic assault weapons. A school shooting happens like every week. It's
Every
nuts.
week. You're put and it doesn't make right. It's just that's just one of many examples though between laws that endanger people more versus them not taking away gun laws. You know what I mean? It doesn't make any sense to me.
Yeah, I will say we're definitely up ahead of the U.S. because obviously, some abortion stuff, like the case got overturned and everything.
but
I'm just
I don't
saying,
know
I'm a white male, so I'm not gonna,
Oh yeah.
I'm not gonna speak to anyone else's feelings.
We're
but
not
I'm
very
sure
educated.
they may not be very accessible here, unfortunately, due to some,
don't know.
of our government members believing in it and not believing in it, like conservative, liberal, etc. But at least here it's legal.
In
Regardless,
some spots.
no,
is it legal
it's
everywhere?
abortion is a legal thing you can do in Canada.
Illegal, not illegal.
It's a legal
Yeah.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
Now here, obviously, it's not super accessible, and I haven't done my research, obviously, on where you can go get abortions. But yeah, no, I'm obviously we have so much still to work on, but I am, happy to say I live in a place where abortions are allowed
And guns aren't.
and guns aren't. We have guns here, and
Yeah,
they're
but
still
they're only
trying
for
to limit
hunting.
on those.
We sell guns for people to go out and shoot a deer once with one shot. Those are the main guns we sell here. America,
Yeah,
you can,
we do still
And
have
we-
restricted firearms. Like, we
and
still do
but
have
we also
handguns and
have
things like
a
that.
huge system in place to get them. Is the other thing. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh
you
yeah.
need to-
Oh no.
I think-
they make it a pretty hectic process, but
Yeah.
I think is what they should. Like someone, like I was
In
at work and
America,
someone
can't you
came in
just-
and they were so annoyed by the fact that they had to have, like, a license specifically
Actually,
for it.
can you search it up right now? I'm genuinely curious what the law is in America. What you need in order to buy a gun. I'm genuinely curious on this. We're getting a bit deep this episode.
We it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much. But
So please, I really hope you listen to that whole take before you automatically judged what I was going to say. Because I did start that off in the wrong way, but it was mainly about gun laws.
All right.
It's just that it doesn't make sense to me why one would be illegal and one wouldn't.
In the U.S. All right.
Like, is there at least I imagine there's an age.
Oh, okay. All right. In every state, you need to provide a valid photo ID, typically your driver's license or government-issued identification card, like a passport or military ID.
Mm-hmm.
You will need to fill out and sign an ATF form, 4473 firearms transaction form that attests you are legally eligible to purchase a gun. Is that it?
What makes it legally eligible? Just whether they say you can or not if you've been arrested.
If you're of age, they must. I'm assuming they do a background. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
However, have to have permit to purchase laws that function similar to universal background check laws. Yeah, so I think they would probably do like a background check. But
So
let's
you
be
don't-
honest.
So you don't need to get a license or anything. It's just whether you killed someone before or not.
That's what I'm seeing, which frightens me somewhat. But
It's so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, Americans. You think what you want about
No,
my
it-
opinion,
everyone-
but
everyone
it should be
just-
way less accessible.
they all think they have a right, and it's
Do they
you
not
can't take
care
away.
that their children are put in danger every single day they go to school?
No, people, because there's, regardless of what it is, they're never gonna approve it. They're
Yeah.
never gonna change it, and it's sad.
Unfortunately.
And eventually
It
they
is
will, but here they'll never be able to. Or
Oh, no.
here they are. I'm talking about in the
I'm
U.S.
fairly
It's gonna
certain-
take
didn't
so long.
Trudeau make put
Oh no,
another
Trudeau
restriction?
removed a whole bunch of automatic firearms. which
Yeah,
are
he put
definitely,
way more restrictions, and I know a bunch of people were upset about that. But I was like, have you looked at what happens in America? We're trying to protect people is the thing. If you cannot justify buying a fucking auto rifle and hunting a deer. You cannot.
No, because
don't
no
try
one
and
does that.
justify. Yeah, that's not.
And not to say, like, obviously I get like the whole self-defense
Oh yeah,
argument,
100%.
but then,
then
you don't because you want an MK47, like an
Like, I mean,
AK-47.
if
like,
you
no,
use that
man,
logic,
no, you're
right?
talking about-
If you go in with the logic, yeah, we'll make it legal so you can have it for self-defense. That means that the only reason you would need it for self-defense is because now it's legal, so the person you're trying to self-defense against also has a gun. Oh, there's people yelling in the background. You know what I mean, right? If you
Yeah.
take away the law to have a gun, you no longer need a gun for self-defense. You could obviously still have a knife, right? Obviously, self-defense makes sense, right? But at least put in stronger restrictions.
Yep. Wow, man, we have. This is one of the longer episodes. I mean, we're only over like 10 minutes.
We could keep going for a little bit. We have no reason to wrap up.
Well,
I mean, I like how the episode started, and I like this deeper talk we're having here about gun laws. I really
Yeah.
think. I think a lot of people would agree with us on our opinions of the gun laws.
Oh, I'm sure there's definitely people who would not agree.
Oh yeah. But I just hope that those people understand how many people you put in danger once you lessen the restriction on a gun law. That at the end of the day, I don't care what you say to me about your right to have a gun. Think about how many people are put in danger once a gun is easily accessible, right? It's the same thing with the masks, honestly. It's the same logic. It's not about you, it's about everyone else. Right.
Yeah, but that's the sad part. No one really cares. Let's be honest here. A lot of people just care about their right and
Yeah.
nothing else. It's my right to bear arms.
The government restricts your rights every single day without you realizing. Like, I mean, just because it's your right doesn't mean it should be. It right? There's a difference between a right and a law. Like, you could say, it's my right to go ahead and drive a car without a license. I should be able to do that, right?
You don't have a right to drive a car without a license. It's illegal.
Because it's illegal.
You have a right to freedom, and you can do as you please, but
Yeah,
you can't.
do you have a right to freedom? You can't drive a
Everybody-
car without a driver's license. That's not freedom.
But that's not within a reasonable limit. That's the thing. In our
That's
our
my
law
point.
system,
I'm trying to prove the reason why we have certain laws and the reason why we restrict the right to bear arms.
for our sake, like our charter was written in was brought into Canada in I believe it's 1982.
Yeah, we're a fairly
The Constitution
new country,
came out in like 1750.
Oh yeah,
It's so outdated, but they can't.
They
that's
won't
the thing.
change it.
They're never going to change
They-
it, which
they
is
can't.
sucks.
Yeah.
But
and
if they
not-
never wanted to change, they need to put schools on strike. They need all the kids just need to stop going to school. Maybe then they'll realize that people actually feel unsafe and they'll do something. But
like I mean, this is gonna sound weird to say, but like 2 adults buy guns, they both go fight, whatever. But like a child's life being put in danger every single day because they want an education is terrifying. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And there's nothing you can do to prevent it. Nothing you can do to stop it. Right? I was gonna say something, but no, I forget. Oh yeah, and not to say that even though Canada is a way newer country, we do also have a dark past. Oh,
I was
boy.
reading up actually for
Were you reading up
for
on
a
the
class.
schools?
They were about RCMP.
RCMP? Okay.
And like, I did not realize their origins were. I mean, granted, as with most government bodies, they all
yeah.
pretty much had bad starts with like the indigenous communities, and especially in Canada and different stuff like that. But
Especially here, it's so sad.
they're still a lot of them are still carrying on the mentality. Their whole thing is like macho and. We get the man we're looking for. Like
Really?
they're kind of like that's like how that was their kind of like motto when they first started and were first thing. It's like we're big, we're strong, we're gonna catch our guy. Don't fuck with us.
Well, like I mean,
Kind
yeah,
of mentality, obviously. And most,
I think
and most
everyone knows you don't fuck with the Canadian Mounties. I think that
we're
is
gonna
something
ride
everyone
their
knows. You don't-
horses and fuck you up.
No, but I mean, like logistically, I'm fairly certain they're people you don't fuck with.
Yeah, but that's also the thing is that
Yeah.
when they're people that you don't fuck with, people don't fuck with them and still get fucked with.
Oh yeah,
Right?
because they're so strong. We're on puppet strings over here.
And they've just done so many, and that's a lot of things. Everything is so much of our country, and so much, especially in the U.S., is all rooted with racism and all this stuff. The indigenous communities were treated so horribly, and obviously we acknowledge that
Oh yeah.
a lot of our, like most of our land, that the very space we live in is. And I'm not fully sure whose
Right.
territory it is, and I don't want to make the assumption. And I'm
Yeah,
not going
I
to try.
don't-
I'm
I
not
don't
going to
know
try
the-
and name some of the
I'm
tribes here that at the risk of sounding completely racist.
Yeah.
But obviously, we acknowledge that there's treaties still in exist today, and this land that we're grateful to be on this land.
right.
But we can't ignore the fact that this was stolen, most
Oh, yeah.
likely. And I don't know the actual facts to say what the truth is, but we're on stolen land.
Yeah.
So.
Oh yeah. But-
Obviously, nothing we say can really do a whole lot. I mean,
No.
the
Like, I
damage
mean,
is done.
We're in a, I wouldn't say healing stage, obviously, because I'm not a person that's been affected by it per se, so I really have no stance on that. But I will say, like, I don't think within our lifetime we're going to be. It's not something you can really move on from. It's something that no matter what, we're always going to have to acknowledge it, because at the end of the day, it's a horrible tragedy that happened at the fault of our ancestors, right?
And it's
we
not
did
even just
steal their
necessarily
land.
something that has happened. It still is happening.
Oh yeah.
These people, are, especially when I was talking with the RCMP, there's so much,
Oh,
especially on Indian. Especially on those.
Hold on.
Yeah, okay, not my fault. Not my fault.
Hold on.
They name them the Indian reservations.
Oh.
I will look one up and prove it to you.
Okay.
They call them that, and that
That's
is
my
not
fault.
me. That is not me being racist. I'm going based on the names. I threw that at your thing. I want to ensure that everyone is aware.
Okay, so
they
you were,
call them Indian reservations, and that was definitely
okay,
created back
for
when
a
it
second
started.
there, for a second there, I was like, shit. But yeah, no, it's something we need to, like, I know my school acknowledges it, like every assembly. They say we're on this. Hello, welcome to the assembly of blah 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 high school. By the way, we're on the stolen. We acknowledge that we're on the stolen and unsurrendered land of the. I'm fairly certain it's. No, I don't.
No, I know Micmac is one
Yeah,
of them, I
Mi'kmaq.
believe.
Yeah, they say the Mi'kmaq, and I think there's a few other.
Oh, there's a
peoples,
whole
right?
bunch of other ones that I'm not even
And
going to try.
there was actually a sweet moment, which I didn't think that's what happened. Right, one time when I was at church on Sunday, the pastor acknowledged that in his homily. He was like at the beginning of the mass, it was like, mass is being taken. Welcome to the mass of blah 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 church on the blah 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 Sunday. And we acknowledge that we are on the stolen and unsacrificed land of whatever. And then they proceeded to talk about how much of a tragedy the church has done in the past, which, by the way, is not them like playing the victim or anything. They were just acknowledging it, which I think is nice in a sense, but we still have a long way to go.
And I mean, I'm not sure if this is still happening now, but when we're talking about like Orange Shirt Day and things like that, when a lot of more bodies and everything from the residential schools were being discovered, they started really talking about like the land that we stole and everything like that. But actually, I believe that government bodies were telling government officials to stop admitting that we took it because of potential lawsuits. Because if they, and I'm not to say they don't definitely deserve this land, this was stolen from them. That is what I firmly believe. But there's so many people. It's a tricky situation. I'm not gonna say I did not cause this issue, so I can't.
Right.
I want to apologize on behalf of everybody else, but it's not really my place. On behalf of our ancestors, I wish it didn't go the way. We are terrible. We're also just terrible people, I think. We've done terrible things. Did you just try and take my drink?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I'm mad at you. Don't even talk to me.
I'm sorry. Let's continue, though. Continue.
You made me lose my train of thought. Anyways, what they're talking about is that that these tribes could sue us or go after us in a criminal case for this if they built up enough case and of us admitting to doing these things. I don't know if this ever went anywhere. I was just talking about this in my high school law class. Was more, but I mean the cool thing about that law class is that the teacher was actually like a veteran lawyer. So
really, yeah. I didn't have.
Yeah, he retired unfortunately.
The one I had though was he was very much. He made sure that we knew he was impartial in everything he talked about. Like, he obviously had his opinions, but he was like, in this discussion, I will be impartial to both sides. I just want to hear your... Like, he would very much encourage us to, like, not debate, but he would, like, I want to hear your opinion on this. And there is no wrong opinion in this class. Obviously, there are some opinions that are wrong.
The thing with law is that there is no wrong opinion as long as you can back it up with evidence, and that's the same thing. Like, I'm taking business law for my community college course, and it's the same thing. It's like, and they were talking about for the assignment that we were doing, it's like, so are you looking for a specific answer? And he's like, no, it doesn't matter to me what your answer is. It matters to me if you're able to give me an argument and be able to back it up. And that's really what it's rooted in the law, is your ability to back something up. It doesn't matter what your opinion is. Morals and ethics is a thing that's been debated for years and everything. It's what you think is right and what you think is wrong. It doesn't matter. Like, it's someone is always going to disagree with you, or someone's going to disagree with you, or whatever. But that's the thing with law, is it's not about ethics and things. It's facts. And I don't know how we really got to this. I kind of segued here, but
I think we could admit there are a few things that are very much you don't cross the line with, though.
What's one of them, Alex? What's something you don't cross the line with?
If you say it's all about like a perspective or not perspective, but like opinion, you can't really say that about like racism and shit like that.
Oh no, you can. I mean, you can have everyone has the right to free speech and freedom of their own opinion, as long as you're civil.
I think as long as it's not hate related.
Well, that's the thing. It's pretty hard to talk about racism and having a differing opinion from everybody else and it not being hate speech.
Right.
And that's good. That's good.
By the way, when I said as long as it's not hate related, I wasn't talking about racism. I was talking about the ethics of law. As long as it's not like something that's fueled by hate towards something. As long as it's not discriminatory, I'm going to say that. As long as they just pretend that everyone's on an equal playing field.
Well, everyone is on an equal playing field. That's
Well, yeah, but unfortunately,
everyone is legally entitled to be on yes, obviously. I know what I mean. It's not equal. There is not equality in our society, I will say. I don't know all the facts.
This is so weird to talk about.
Yeah.
We really don't have
I feel like someday this is going to get fact checked and we're going to realize how completely wrong we are.
Yeah. Once again, please acknowledge the fact that we are both white dudes. Well,
not even that we're white dudes. We're both totally uneducated
Oh, yeah.
people on this.
I would love to have I mean, I know we're probably never going to get to the popularity of this, but I would love to have like a lawyer on the podcast or like some rights activist or something like that.
Someone with more knowledge
Yeah,
about issues
I would
than
love
we
to.
have.
I would love to be able to interview like a rights activist of some sort. Anyway, that would be cool.
That would be. We
If
gotta find
you
some
are
people.
like a rights activist of any movement, by the way, I want
I don't know about any movement. I don't.
any movement
I
that's not
don't-
discriminatory.
Not even discriminatory. I feel like we would draw the line at a couple of things. I don't know if I want a hardcore Christian coming on here talking to us about
Oh, yeah,
abortion, to be
that's true.
completely honest with you.
Oh yeah,
It might not be good. I
that's a
don't.
tricky one. Religion is always a tricky one. because-
Religion is always a
it's
tricky
so
one. Everyone has the freedom of consciousness and religion or whatever. You do whatever you want.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Oh yeah.
You have your opinion. If you don't believe in certain things, you don't believe in certain things, and no one's ever going to really
Just
be able to
don't
tell you otherwise.
pressure it on other people.
No, and that's the same thing. And that's another case that I was looking at in law was in BC, and I'm not sure they might have this act in other places, but it was established in 1995, and it's access to abortions or whatever. And
Yeah.
the case was obviously someone was going to a clinic or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
but the act to these safe abortions is that they set up like a perimeter around these places. Like, and they have different ones. Like,
they would
it's
have
like 50
people-
meters around like a building, or like 100 meters around like a doctor's home where it's being performed. But yeah, it's then you have protesters who went into there and they got charged.
I know that there would be some people who would like, or I don't know where they dispose of like the bodies, but there would be people who would like go in and find parts, and then when someone would go in for an abortion, they would like,
Oh,
they
yeah,
would be
no,
like,
no,
hey,
no,
I have
yes.
a gift for you, and then they would put like a baby's severed hand in their fist, and like, I'm like,
Okay, Alex, I'm just gonna ask you, how do you think abortions work?
as far as I'm aware,
think that they sneak in and take a baby's hand? No. Anytime that they're doing that, most people who get abortions, to my
or
knowledge,
it's like a fake
it's-
something. I don't know. I know.
Yeah,
I
no,
know.
typically,
I know
yes,
it's-
when
I
they-
know
yes, I
people
know
have
it- I
talked
know-
about like the.
Yes, typically it's fetuses, to my knowledge.
Yeah,
is-
I'm not sure if they're real or not, but I know people have talked about their experience where they go in and then like some like Christian activist or something like put like something very traumatic in their hand and been like, oh yeah,
This is what you're getting rid of. This is
Yeah.
you're killing life.
yeah,
And
which is their religion,
it's
right?
you're never going to
Not-
be able to really convince them otherwise, as long as it's a civil discussion. And like I said, I'm not taking a stance.
No,
on
we're not.
this.
We're not taking.
We're not
a
taking a
stance.
stance on
I
anything.
was just trying to.
Yeah.
let you know that
I'm
that's a
just
thing that
trying to
happens
reiterate. We're not
sometimes.
trying to take a stance. We are not in a
We
position
need
to take a
get
stance
less
at all.
political on this podcast.
We got really
We're
political.
gonna drive
How the
ourselves
fuck
into
did
it.
we get so political? We got way too political. We were talking about our favorite freaking laundry detergent flavors, and then we got political.
Crushes in a ring size.
Oh God, how
Yeah,
the
they're
hell did
not
we get
gonna
so
wanna
political?
post
I
to us
feel like,
now.
oh no, we're gonna still post this, but I feel like,
No, I said.
We're-
never mind.
what did you say?
I said, oh, they're not going to propose to us now.
No. If they love us enough, they'll propose to us.
Oh,
They'll just
maybe.
know that we're totally well versed in politics, and we have exactly
Once,
every single idea of what we're talking about.
once again, I would love if someone could come on this podcast who is very educated in.
I would just
in
love
these
someone to
fields.
just tell us how wrong we are on
Oh,
this
yeah.
stuff.
I w-
Not even just a matter of opinion, but I'm just talking like fact based. Half the stuff we're saying probably isn't fact based
wrong.
at all. The amount of things that we've probably said today that was wrong, and that's the thing. Don't take this too seriously.
No,
we
we're
are full
too
of shit.
teen-
We're
two teenagers. We're two white dudes. Yeah.
No one's saying take us seriously.
No,
Please
don't
don't
take
take
us
us seriously.
This is-
This was not meant to get so political.
No.
But I feel like, honestly, for me, I feel like we've come to a pretty natural ending point here. We've ran for a lot longer than I thought we were
Yeah,
gonna.
this was
and-
like almost a 2-hour special here.
yeah, no, it was not a 2-hour. It was. We're at
An
an hour and 26 minutes. This
Really?
is the
I thought
longest
it was
episode
way
that we've
more
done
than
on this. So it was longer than we definitely planned, and for good reason. And I don't know how we got so.
Oh, yeah, 9:26.
I don't know how we got so political, like you said.
Holy shit.
But
Yeah, we're gonna try and not do that anymore. By the way.
no, And I mean, not to say we can't have
It will happen.
discussions, and
But
oh
we're
no,
going
this is
to-
gonna happen. Stop pretending like we have any idea what we're talking about at all.
Yeah, we didn't go to a school or like search up any facts for this shit, bro.
No, yeah, no, this is all coming from us. All the times that you heard Alex asking Google or typing out things, that was just a bit. This is all coming from us. We didn't look anything up.
We looked a few things up, but we didn't really like research anything enough to provide.
No, this is just chalk this up as
Two dudes having a discussion to themselves.
yeah,
We're posting
this
it for
these
the world.
yeah. Everyone's gonna hear how stupid we are.
Oh man!
Yes.
Once again, if you can educate us, would love to have you on the show.
Yeah. But until next time, I was trying to create some outro, but we don't do that here.
No.
We just kind of casually, end it.
Yeah. So 3, 2, 1. Bye bye.
I didn't end it yet. Element of surprise.